Strength building originated from the concept of circus in the 19th century as a form of entertainment, which has now become a common form of sport and fitness. It reached a peak of popularity in 2010 when it progressed from bodybuilding to become the phenomenon that it is today. The difference between bodybuilding is the fact that bodybuilding is the concept of doing this to get a good look and a better physique, whereas strength building is all about the power and in some ways potentially a way to suppress their anger. This documentary aims to explore and answer the important question of whether people and professionals think strength building affects their body. This is Paul Hodgkinson. He started strength building when he was just 14.
Well, years ago I was watching Britain's Strongest Man on telly, and I noticed this guy who was a lot shorter than the rest, and his name was Andrew Rains, and I watched him compete and I thought, you know, he was holding his own, and to me, to his size, he didn't look very big. So this, in my mind, I thought, well, if he can do it, you know, anybody can do it really. You know.
Strength builders' diets are varied. They need a high, strong source of protein for their workouts, which comes from foods such as chicken, rice, and also the protein shakes, which can act as meal replacements. However, the majority of the contributions to their diet comes from supplements in either powder or forms of tablets, which they have both prior to and after their training.
I have porridge in the morning, with protein drink. Then, obviously, you've seen it earlier. You know, take all the supplements, cod liver oil, basic supplements. Then, if I'm training that day, I'll take my creatine and my BCA and my glutamine. In the morning, because I'll be training in the afternoon. Then I'll probably take that, the BCA and protein, the glutamine after training. But in between that, I'd probably have a sandwich, probably tuna on toast sandwich, just after, an hour or two after me porridge and protein. Then for me dinner, I'd probably have brown rice, a bit of cabbage, broccoli, carrots, and I'll either have a bit of chicken with it or a bit of steak, and that's mainly the sort of food I do eat.
For strength builders, their workout regime is just as important to their lifestyle as their diet. It is the most intensive workouts to be able to maintain the amount of power they need. The best way to understand this was to hear it from someone who endures this on a daily basis. This again is where Paul shared his experiences.
Mainly we train squat, deadlift, bench press, military press. This is shoulder press, which basically is standing in the squat rack, and you sort of free weights with an Olympic bar, and you're pushing, pressing above your head. Yeah. It's all sort of core training, that sort of stuff.
The biggest discovery throughout the making of this documentary is that the same strength building program is used for training in sports such as basketball. Our researchers spoke to an instructor for this topic, and he offered an insight into exactly how similar the addiction can be in both sports and their personal life.
Yeah, I mean, it's a competition at the end of the day, so in our aspect of basketball, you just want to be better than your competitor all the time. So if you want to go in the gym and improve, you're trying to improve to be better than somebody, so there's always someone out there that's better than you. So because that can get competitive to some people, and they can get addicted to being the best. I haven't actually personally experienced it, but you can get people taking drugs and stuff to try and enhance their performance. You can get people getting addicted to it to the point where they injure themselves and they're not doing things correctly. So I guess those are all dangers. For us, playing basketball, you have to be cardiovascular. It's a lot of running up and down, jumping, so try and weigh a bit less than other people. But then different positions, you might want to bulk up if you're a big guy to play closest to the basket.
The main question this documentary was set out to answer was whether strength building was worth putting the body through, and, of course, like any extreme aspect of fitness, there will be dangers, and these need to be highlighted too. Paul shared his stories on injuries he sustained from doing strength building for as long as he has. The time frame for which is all happened is substantially scary.
I snapped my patella tendon in 2013. I've got a distal bicep tendon rupture. That was about 2000, end of 2014. I've torn both of my calves, but that was in the early days. That was about 2009 to I think in 2010 as well. tennis elbow, constantly tennis elbow, you suffer with that bully on, mainly on and off, you know, once or twice a year you get that. At the moment I've got an impingement in my shoulder.
So basically it's no pain, no gain, is it?
Yeah, it's no pain, no gain. It's very rare in strongman or strength training that you get somebody who has now had an injury. You basically, in strength training, if you haven't got some sort of injury or had an injury through training, you're not training hard enough.
The most vital question when looking at a topic such as strength building like this in depth is when you hear about the risks as well as the benefits and understanding why. Why do they do it? Paul also shared with us his reasons behind using strength building as a form of expressing and also dealing with his emotion.
I feel better now because training helps me with a lot of things. It helps me with release, so you know, any depression or anything builds up in me. I go down the gym, it releases a lot of stress. At the same time, it helps to keep me fit. And I think if I hadn't got into training the gym, I started the gym when I was about 14. If I hadn't got into training the gym, I'd have no way of dealing with my stress and probably would have took the wrong road in life. But going to the gym to me helps to keep me under control, helps me to release my stress, and at the same time makes me feel good, and in another way it makes me physically fitter as well as mentally fitter.
In conclusion, people's responses to this topic were both for and against strength building. There have been various topics discussed and many different opinions given, but as an audience, what are your views?